In life, there are things which are eternal and there are things which are temporary. Those which are eternal, they are unseen because they are eternal. But there is what is seen, and the Bible says that what is seen, what we can see with our own eyes, they are just temporary. In the Bible, in 2 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 18, we draw our teachings, and the Bible says, "So we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but on what is unseen. For what is seen is temporary, but what is unseen is eternal." Today we are going to look at the revelation of this world. There are things that we pass through in life. There are challenges that we encounter in life, in this natural world. And the Bible says, these are the temporal. What we see, maybe like for example, you may need some cash. That is something that you can see. And you can be having a problem financially to get some cash. But soon you realize that you thought was so big, whatever you thought that was a big financial challenge, you get the money, you pay, and you solve your issues, and you forget about it. It was a challenge, yes, it can be seen, but the Bible says that what is seen is temporary. Most of the challenges that you are passing through, do not fear, because they are just temporary. They do not last. There are some people who are not feeling well. The sickness is just temporary. It is just for a short time, and God heals you, and you are back to your good health again, and you will see that sickness was just temporary. And always be encouraged. Whatever you face in life, whatever you see, it is just temporary. Do not fear. Let the devil not show you that it's a big thing. Just know at the back of your mind, I'm not focusing on this because it is just temporary. Some people are students. They are studying hard for an exam. Soon or later, they do the exam and they pass. So the big fear that they were having towards that exam, and the exam has already passed, you'll just see, you are putting your eyes and you could see that whatever you thought was so hard, it has just passed. It was just temporary. The exam that you thought, or the education that you thought maybe is going to be a big challenge, it is something that you need to surmount. It is just temporary. And that is why the Bible says, do not focus on what we see, but we should focus on what is unseen. Now let us look at what is this that God is telling us we should focus our eyes on. This is what is unseen. One of the things that is unseen is like favor. If you put your eyes and your attention and you pray God to give you favor, and you get that favor is eternal. If you walk with God's favor, you will walk from when you are a small child and you have the favor of God. You go to school, you do all your exams, you finish your education, you still have that favor. You look for a job, you get a job, you still have that favor which will give you the job. In that job, you climb from one level of promotion to the other because you have that favor, like Esther, and it is eternal. You will never depart from that favor, or you will always have that favor because God has given you the favor. Another thing that is unseen is faith. If you have faith in God, you will overcome so many things, because the Bible says we overcome challenges by faith. What people need is to overcome things and challenges by faith. You do not need to overcome one challenge. If you ask a person, what are you suffering from? What is your challenge in life? They will tell you one thing. Maybe finances. Maybe I need a job. Maybe I want to get well. But God will solve all your problems by giving you faith, because it is eternal. People do not have one challenge. People have lifetime challenges, because after you achieve one thing, you will need to achieve the other. After you achieve that, you need to achieve another one and another one. Sometimes even it's addictions. Sometimes people are addicted to things. Some people are addicted to private sin, and they are in bondage. They want to move out of that bondage. If you ask that person, what is your life challenges? They may tell you, I'm having a challenge of getting a job. But God can give you faith, and faith will help you to overcome all the challenges in all areas of your life. You will overcome addiction. You will overcome lack of job, the joblessness. You will overcome sickness. You will overcome all the challenges in your life, because what you have been given is eternal. If God will give you faith, if you pray God to give you faith, and you focus your eyes, that is something that is unseen. Another thing that is unseen that God can give you is wisdom. If you get wisdom, you will be noticed even by your colleagues. You will be doing things with a lot of excellence, and people will see this person has a lot of wisdom. If you are asked to lead a group of people, if you have been entrusted about a certain responsibility, you will do it according to the wisdom God has given you, and people will see this person has wisdom, and you will always be having that wisdom. From the time that God gives you wisdom until you are old, all the years, you will always have that wisdom. It is not temporary. That is why God is telling us, let us focus our eyes on things which are unseen. Another point is grace. If you have the grace of God, grace will move you from one level to the other, and you will always have grace. It is not temporary. It is not just one thing to be solved by that grace. Grace will help you in all areas, in all life challenges. You will always have that grace. So those are just some of the things which are unseen that the Bible is telling us. Focus your eyes on the things which are unseen. For what is seen is just temporary, but what is unseen is eternal. Always pray to God to give you those blessings that are hidden, those blessings which are unseen. And always thank God for opening your eyes that you can see those things which are unseen. People are fighting to get these things which are seen. Things like money, things like wealth. But if you have those things which are unseen, like wisdom, like the grace of God, the favor of God, and you are given all these things and they are full of you, you will realize that you can achieve wealth. You can achieve a lot in life, more than even what money can give you. You will be respected and get honor, and those things are eternal. You will always be enjoying the grace of God and the favor of God and the mercy of God, those things which are not seen. So always pray to God every day to give you eyes that can see those things which are unseen, and do not focus on what is seen, because it's just temporary. It's just for a short time and you forget about it. If it's a challenge, if it's a something that you have gotten or you're hoping to get, those are just seen. Fix your eyes on things which are eternal.